Hey, I got a big one for you. We've had calls and questions come in.
Yes.
And I have a great one that I think only you can answer,
Oh, this should be
Mr.
good.
Cruz. Yes, and this is true. And this happens to tons of people out there. You think you had a good sale, you think you had a good meeting with someone, you think you had a good presentation, all the right signals, everything's going right. We're going to get back with you on Wednesday, and then completely gone.
Right. They go.
Can't get a hold of them.
That's it.
How do you handle that situation?
Ugh. Just.
Ugh.
You even put a bad taste in my mouth. Like I could taste how terrible that was. And so, they went into the witness protection program. That's what happened, right? I mean, that's what happens. And why does it happen? Because we don't set it up right in the first place. We've got to lay down the rules with our prospect. We've got to do that right from the very beginning. Hey, Mr. Prospect, this is what's going to happen during our sales event. And at the end of our time, we're going to figure out one of three things. One, you like us, you'd like to move forward. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. Two, we don't have a fit. There's just no reason for us to move forward. Is that okay?
That's okay.
Okay. Or three, we're going to set a clearly defined, what we call clear future. And what that means is that we're going to get back together, maybe answer some more questions, talk about some of your concerns. Maybe we need more time, whatever that looks like. But at that point, then we're gonna come to a yes or no. Are you okay with that?
With saying no to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. So
Now,
that's
you'll
in role
actually
play.
say that in front of real live human beings?
Real live human beings. Because I want to lay down that process. I want them to understand what's going to happen, during this engagement, during the sales event. I want to make sure that they understand that, because if they don't get it, and you can't expect a prospect to play by your rules if you don't tell them what the rules are.
Okay, so now you've done all that,
Right?
and still they're in the witness protection program. Then what do you do?
Well, I mean, you can set up some triggers at the end of that, at the end of that engagement. And the way I do it is what I always call it, I bring, my fear to the present. All right? And what I mean by that is this, Dan. Back into role play.
Back in.
Okay? I say, all right.
Hold on. And scene.
And action.
Okay.
So back into role play. Dan, you said that next Tuesday at 2 p.m. is good for me to follow up.
Yeah,
correct?
that'll be perfect.
Okay, Dan, I gotta be honest with you. And so out of role play for a second, the struggle is real. Okay, you're playing a role, Dan. You're playing a role. You are the salesperson. All right, you're playing a role. Back into role play.
All right.
Dan, I gotta tell you, this kind of something quirky's been happening in my sales process lately. Like when I engage with prospects like yourself, they tell me that they're going to make that call, and like next Wednesday or next Tuesday at 2 p.m. that we decided. And I call them, they don't answer the phone. So are you really going to make that call with me?
I will answer the phone.
You know what, Dan? You seem like a man of your word.
Yes.
And I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right. So I'll talk to you next Tuesday at 2 p.m., right? Got it. Good. See, now.
Off role play.
Off role play.
Yeah, you tied me in. You're questioning my credibility, my honor as a man. You bastard.
Seem like a man of your word. How many times have you ever heard that in a sales presentation? Never,
Seem
right?
like a man of your word.
You seem like but it's in the delivery. Like some people say, oh my God, I could never say that. Okay, well, if you can't say that, get out of sales. Get out. Go be a lifeguard. Okay? If you can't say it, if you can't play the role, then don't do it. I don't have to make you do it. I'm only going to give you the information because I know it works. Now, if you don't want to do it, don't do it.
Yeah, you could always work at the post office. Stamps. Yeah, sold a stamp. Stamps. You need a stamp? I got a stamp. That's good.
That's cool. I'm down with it. But if you don't try something different and you're not different, you're not watching your tonality, you can say anything, right? I mean, I think one of these podcasts or sometime that we had talked about, you're like, I could tell a person that I just kicked their dog. Okay, but if I do it nicely and I say it the right way, they'll be like, okay, That's
it. Okay, so how do you prevent ghosting is you set it up by letting them know that you're going to call it at a certain time, and then you lock it in and you call on their honor to make sure that they answer the phone.
Yeah, and what we call that in our sales process is we cut them a little, just a little. We don't hurt them, we don't terribly. It's just it's a little tweak, it's a little pinch.